I press record. Okay, so Sammy tonight is our guest speaker, and she is going to be, if you don't know her, I think we all know her. She is our nation. She is a top dog, top boss woman. She is so inspiring to me, and I know she's probably so inspiring to you guys as well. And she's based in Australia. She can share her story actually. So I'm just going to pass it to you, and she's going to be sharing about vision and how to write a compelling story.
Hello, my darlings. Hello, hello, hello. I know I've been speaking to most of you guys, actually. I think pretty much everyone I've had a little voice note back and forth. It's so cool. And I honestly just couldn't be more excited about where this team is going. You're creating massive waves down in New Zealand, and I'm just beyond proud, frankly. So I just want you to know as well, like, your world is watching you. And it's moments like this when you're going for region as a team, when you're going for IC bonus, when you're going for, that DM bonus or AM qual or completing district this month. I know many of you guys are going for district this month. Just know that the universe is going to test you. Okay. And if it hasn't already, and I've got a little message from Kayla telling me about her universe stuff, just know it's coming. And I remember when we were going region, my screen turned purple. I lost internet at my house. Like, I was so sick. I lost my voice. Like, it was testing me. Okay. When we went nation, I was going through a divorce. I was crying every single day. Like, my grandmother passed away. Just know that good stuff is coming, and we just have to keep going, just have to keep on stepping up for ourselves. And I just thought to myself, like, I was like, I can either let these things, define me, or, for me, I was really like, this is a push as well, in a way, to just say, do you know what? Like, I will turn up for my dreams. I will turn up for my future, and I'll turn up for me and my babies, And I think that's the stuff that, just prepare yourself if it hasn't already. Like, just know that you're not going to feel like you're going to be in the mood. Like, but now is go time. Now is your moment. Now is the biggest time of the year for massive, massive, massive momentum to happen in your business right now. So, yeah, and we freaking did it, because the thing that I realized as well is that my world was watching me. So people who are going through similar stuff to me, people who are going through breakups, people who are having a really hard time, were seeing me get on with it and choose to go for it anyway. And then they saw the turnaround in my life, and they thought to themselves, if Sammy can do it, maybe I can too. So this is a moment as well that you'll be able to circle back to tell your success of how things are changing for you and what you're excited about in the future. So I'm going to kick off with, the importance of having vision. And, having a massive vision is everything. And I don't know how recently you've been asked, what is it that you want to be when you grow up? So who do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be when you grow up? The last time I was asked that, I think I was 18, and it was because they were trying to fish out of me where I wanted to go to university. And for some reason, society at the moment is sort of like, you decide where you're going to university, and then that's it. They stop asking you, what do you want for your life? Okay. And when we're young and they ask us as a little girl, what do you want to be when you grow up? There's no limits there. And us as little girls, we dream, don't we? We dream and say, well, I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a doctor. I want to be this or that. And we don't know how we're going to get there. But we know we're going to get there, right? So that's what I want to give you permission to do, is to dream like that little girl inside of you again. What do you want for your life? Because you know what? You have a tool with unlimited capacity right in front of you right now. For some reason, it's in your hands. This gift is in your hands, and it is up to you to dream big and just do big effort. Because you know what? If we wanted an extraordinary life, we've got to take extraordinary action, And I know a lot of people say that, if you want to become a success in life, you have to work hard. Well, yes, but you have to work hard on the right opportunity. There are lots of people, like I used to work hard at my job, but where was I going? I was going around in circles. But with this business, when we work hard, when we work consistent at it, there is unlimited possibilities to what we can create, how big we can dream. I look at my life and I was like, you know what? I don't even think 8 years ago I could have even dreamed this up, because we grow, our dreams grow. My first dream was to earn an extra $1,000. I was like, that will change my life. My first dream was being able to go for a run on a Monday morning rather than have to go on the tube and work for a boss that smells mostly. You know, that was my first initial dreams. And that was okay. But this business will grow you beyond those dreams and you'll achieve those. And as you keep going and keep persisting, your dreams will get bigger. Your life will get more amazing. You'll think to yourself, where do I want to be at Christmas this year? Could it be fun to take the babies for a white Christmas? You know what? Let's do that. And money is not an issue. Things will change as we persist with the right opportunity. And my darlings, you have the perfect opportunity. And there's a reason that this is in your hands. So what do you want to do on a Monday morning? How do you want your Wednesday afternoons to look? You know, what do you want to do in winter? Do you want to escape to the European summer? We've just come back last Wednesday from spending 6 weeks traveling around Europe. We went to Mykonos, we went to Greece, we were all over France. We went to London and popped in and saw some friends. I'm so brown, but it's in the middle of the winter, you know? It's because I've persisted with this business and it's given me that freedom, because I have worked this consistently and it has changed my life completely. So what do you want for your family? Where do you want to send your babies to school? What do you want your beautiful house to look like? Where do you want to travel? How often do you want to travel? Who do you want to retire? Or how do you want to retire? Is there a charity that you'd love to be able to give abundantly to, or do you want to set up a charity? Okay, there are women in Arbonne right now that are funding. There's a whole town in Africa that they are funding, because it's full of orphans basically, and they're funding it through the Arbonne Pay. We have the ability. Money in the hands of amazing people does amazing things, and you are amazing. Okay, all that money does is enhance who we are. So if you are kind and you are loving, there's a reason that you should have money, and it's because you're going to be so generous and so kind with it and do amazing things. So let's get on to crafting your story. One of the things that I noticed with Stu, so Stu is my sponsor. He's a 4-wide executive national vice president and has totally transformed my life. And one of the things that I noticed with Stewie, my sponsor, when I was introducing my friends to him to, talk about the business, I would show them the presentation, then I would introduce them to him. And I expected that he was going to just tell his fabulous story and then they would join. But you know what he did that I observed him do is that every time he would meet someone, you know what he would do? He would listen and he would ask questions for about 1 minute minimum. Okay. So what I learned from that, and then what he would do is he would tell and customize and speak right into their heart, right into their possible whys and to their possible pain points. And that is why he has become a sponsoring machine. We were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, and the ratio should be the same when we're speaking to people. How much are we listening? Okay, because the more we listen, the more we can speak to what's in it for them. I don't tell random stories. I only tell stories that are relevant to what's in it for them. What's in it for them around their potential pain points. Okay, so let's just talk about this. So if they're a mummy, if I'm talking to a mama, because we all have lots of stories with Arbonne. Like there are so many reasons why we've built this business, let's be honest. It's not just one reason. We have multiple reasons why, okay? We have multiple ways that Arbonne's already improved our lives. We have multiple pain points around, things we wanted to get away from, ways we wanted to change our life, ways that we wanted to improve our lives, okay? So we have this toolbox of whys and improvements and pain points that we have, that we can use and share openly. Okay. So the most powerful story is the story that speaks to someone's heart and speaks straight to what is in it for them. So if I'm speaking to a mummy, for example, who is in corporate, okay, so who's in corporate and she has no time, maybe she has lots and lots of money, but there are many ways that a person can be poor. And the biggest poor thing to have is no time. Okay, because you know what? You can make money, but you never get your time back. And you never get your time back from your babies. And they say, there's a quote I heard the other day, which is the only person that will care that you worked overtime in 20 years' time from now will be your babies. They will be your children. They're the only ones that will remember you doing overtime at work. Okay. And that's why we build this business, so we can be around for them. Okay. So make sure that also when you're speaking to someone in corporate or someone who's earning a lot of money, just remember you're the one with the power, because you have the keys to all of their unlimited dreams to be able to make them come true. Okay. It doesn't matter how successful they are already. If they have no time, my darling, they are poor. Okay. So we must be bold with who we speak to as well. So if you're speaking to a mama who's in corporate, for example, she's just told you she's working so hard or she hates her job, then this is where you tell your story after you found out about her life. You know, I will generally ask for about 10 minutes minimum to say, okay, what's going on in your life? Do you have any babies? Like, what are you doing for work? What do you love to do? And I ask them about their love tos basically, and what they do with work, and that sort of thing. So that and do they have children? And so I can kind of start to think about the potential pain points in their life. So they're a mummy, okay, in corporate. So what I would say to someone like that, you want to start with now, okay? So I know most of you guys are somewhat quite new to the business right now. So I'm going to share my story in a way that is like I've just started the business, right? So you tell them what you're doing right now. What is your pain point? Okay, or what are you're hoping for? What's missing in your life? How Arbonne's the answer, and your kind of any results that you've seen already. Okay, so I would start this off with right now. I remember when before Arbonne, I was working in corporate, and for me, I was hoping to be a mama one day. And I was looking around and I thought to myself, I saw the lack of time these women had with their babies. Doesn't matter how successful they became in their work, they were having less and less and less and less time. And I thought to myself, I want to have babies in the future. And I just thought, I just want more than that. I want to be able to be home. I want to be able to travel with them. I want to be able to be present for the sports stuff and drop them off, pick them up, and do all that in between. And then what I saw is when my friend showed me Arbonne, I saw women who were able to work flexibly from home, create their work around their babies instead of their babies around their work. And I just thought to myself, do you know what? Like, what's the worst case scenario? Like, what's my worst case scenario? I'll have a great vegan time in the shower for the next 6 months. that would be it. That's my worst case scenario. And I just thought, this is so worth doing. And I'd seen so much, I looked to my left, I looked to my right, and I saw so many people were able to do this alongside their current job. And I just thought, I need to do this. Then, okay, I move into the things that I've seen that it's worked already for me. So, and what I've seen is that, I've already, within a week, I was actually already able to start earning, and I can really see how this is already growing, and I can see how I'm already helping other mamas do the same and choose their life, right? So it's what you're doing right now, what your pain points, and make sure that they're relevant to them. Because, for example, let's talk about what about a mama that is staying at home? Maybe they've got quite a wealthy husband, for example, but the pain point there is that she doesn't have her own money. She's probably having to ask permission to spend anything. She's also missing probably recognition, a sense of accomplishment, a sense of independence as well. Okay, so there are kind of main things that people's why will center around will be either money, a lack of time, a lack of recognition or accomplishment, independence, and giving back. Okay, so that will be kind of your main thing. So if you can think about, you know, stories that you can tell around those things so that you can have those in your purse to basically hand out to the right people, that would really help. So let's go back to our mama who has a fabulous, wealthy husband. Okay. So for her, the main pain point's probably going to be a bit of independence. So she's probably going to be missing, having her own money and maybe a bit of recognition. Okay. And again, a sense of accomplishment, of having her own thing and feeling proud about it. Okay. So in that way, how I would tell my story to her is, right now I'm a mama of two. And I think one of the biggest things for me that I love about Arbonne is that, it's for me, I thought to myself, I just love the fact that I've got my own money coming in. I don't have to ask for permission. I don't have to ask for permission for anything. And you know what? The other pain point here is that if something ever happened to her hubby, then what's there? Do you know what I mean? And you can say, I was looking at becoming a mummy, like you actually, of not having my, being a full-time mama. And I think that one of the things for me that I've fallen in love with Arbonne is just the ability of knowing that whatever happens, whether my hubby keeps his job forever, or if there was ever anything that happened on that side, that I know that I would be able to support our family and be able to be strong for our babies, and my hubby, and be able to support on the other side as well. I know that I've got guilt-free, a guilt-free shoe fund or a travel fund for our family, and I can bless my gorgeous man and our family with beautiful holidays, that he doesn't have to think about. He can take care of the basics, and I can bring that and add that to our family. So, and what I love about Arbonne, so it's great to close it out, is, and what I love about Arbonne is that for me, I've been able to have my own thing that I'm so proud of. I love the community as well. And my own sense of self-worth has just flourished so much. So do you see how you can like totally transform and mesh your story to be like so relevant, speak to her whys, her potential whys and pain points? So I think that's the main thing, is getting good at customizing. And I don't say any more than I need to. I think about what are her potential pain points. Okay, if something happened to her hubby, that's money's dried up. Do you know what I mean? So security is a big thing for her. Independence is a big thing for her. So it's really thinking in the back of my mind, what's in it for her, and sharing a customized story that is really made for her. So, with Arbonne, this is a gift that we have somehow managed to come across. Like, this is just like the possibility of us and the chance of us hearing about this opportunity, a business that's been around for 45 years, that is rock solid, not going anywhere, like, except to the top. We're number 1 B Corp on the planet now in network marketing, mind you. How insane is that? Like, we have got everything going for it. And for me, guys, I'm also an investor as well. So I invest in properties and I like safe and secure things. So for me, what I love is that this is something that it's a gift we can give away to anyone from any background to be able to go and create the most extraordinary life for them. Okay, whatever extraordinary means for them, they can create extraordinary for them. So I used to be fearful, and if you guys feel this, don't worry, I used to feel the same. But I just remember someone saying to me, like, Sammy, you've got to remember like what Arbonne is like, it's like you're holding oranges. And that's your gift to give away. All your job is to show the presentation, share the business, share the products, and let other people decide what they want to do with it. What they want to do with it is not really my responsibility. Like, all my job is to offer, like, to tell people about it, so that they have, if it's right for them, they have that incredible opportunity to be able to run with it and change their lives. You know what I mean? So once I started to think, like, this is not about me, actually. This is about them. Like I need to share this business with absolutely everyone, because I can tell you now, like, when somebody shared this business with me, Like everything looked very fancy from the outside. Like I was already investing in property, but do you know what? I felt quite trapped in my marriage. I was not independent. I just had a business partner that had taken about £500,000 from me out of a deal. Okay, so things look super shiny, but you just don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So just you can never say the wrong thing to the right person. And so I just reminded myself, I was like, Sammy, you're going to be fumbling through this. Like, don't worry if you feel goofy, if you feel weird, stumble through it, get through it. Just show the presentation, because that's all you have to do. That's your only job. Just share the business with people, because the right people will say yes, and the right people will run with you. And I just remember early days saying, some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting for you, Sammy. You know, someone is waiting for you to share this. And you look left to your left and your right, and you're like, this is already changing these girls' lives. Like this, this moment right now is lighting me up big time, because I'm just like, I know that for me, early days, like, you know what? The money at District changed things for me. It loosened things up. It it made me feel so much more independent and strong, and so much. So just remember, like in our hand, we have the gift of Arbonne that we just need to give away. It's not for us, it's for others. And the more we can give this gift away, the more we get paid. It's insane. I don't know how that works, but it's just crazy. The more we give, the more we receive. It's insane. So like this month, just know, like, you will be tested. Like you will be tired. Maybe you're going to be sick like I was. Just turn up to your business and your dreams anyway, and it will repay you in massive abundance, because people are watching you and your team are watching you. Do you know what I mean? Like the fact that you're turning up right now, your team have watched you, and you know what? They'll then turn up. When we turn up, our team turn up. Our team will generally do a third of as much as what we do. So we've got to go for it. Got to go for it. Okay. And it's insane, because I just remember like moments where I've done nothing, absolutely nothing or whatever, not been showing up for myself. You know what? Funnily enough, even though like it wasn't visible, the team started doing the same. It's all in energy. Okay. So all I'd say is you guys are in a moment right now where you can claim this Mercedes-Benz, you can claim this. And this is your Mercedes. I know that it's like M is going RVP, but it's you as a team are going region. And this is your friend M. And that you can then say, if my friend M, who lives down the road, can go region, why not me? Why not me? Yes. And that's it. And you know what? Having that Mercedes parked on the front drive at your Discover Arbonnes, let me tell you, that is evidence. Do you know what I mean? That is evidence. It's like you question me, look out the front. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think for me, especially early days when some people were very harsh to me, even some really close friends, like I just remember thinking to myself, I remember Stewie saying to me, Sammy, like, you get the life of the people that you take your advice from. Let me just repeat this to you, because this was hard for me at the beginning. You know, you get the life of the people you take your advice from. So as much as your friend loves you, and I was thinking to myself, like, I love my friend, but I don't love her life. And if you don't love her life, do not take her advice, right? So that's why for me, I just had to like go, thank you so much for people. There's certain people that were not cheering me on and like were not being supportive. And I was just like, do you know what? I love you. But if I want, you know, a certain life, I need to take advice from the people that actually have it. Do you know what I mean? And if we're going to become a 1%er in life, we have to do the thing that 99% of people don't get, right? We're creating an extraordinary life. So we have to take extraordinary action. And do you know what? Turning up on a Monday night when you could be watching Netflix right now, let me tell you, you are extraordinary. You are extraordinary. You deserve your goal this month. You deserve your goal this year. You all deserve to be walking the stage as a region next Vegas as well. I know that you guys, like so many of you guys will be walking the stage as areas and regions next year. I'm so excited for you. But let's go get this Mercedes-Benz done. You guys deserve this as a team, big, big time. And I can't wait to actually meet you in person later this year for the Mercedes party. And like, I salute you, the way you guys are gathering around and making this happen. Like, you deserve this so freaking much. And do you know what? Make it your mission. If anyone, I just remember, a few people being a bit rude to me at the beginning. And I just thought to myself, I'm going to make it my mission that people will think to themselves, like, like, no one ever says no to Samantha Reed without regretting it. No one ever says no to Glenna McGogan without regretting it. No one ever says no to Hayley Wickett without regretting it. Why? Because Hayley Wickett is going to the top. Do you know what I mean? So success is the best revenge. So just go and make it happen. And you know what? So often those people will come back to you as they see you start to succeed. So yeah. Anyway, I hope that that's super helpful. I hope that's helpful, guys. But just know that you are enough. You are enough, and you can freaking do this. And anything you see, anything that you love about me or Em or anyone that you've seen at a conference and things, like, you have to have it within yourself to see it. Okay. So just know that if you can see something in us, it's already in you. You've got that greatness. You've got that incredible shining glow, like whatever it is that you love, you've got that in you if you can see it. Okay. So go claim it. Go claim it. You're so worthy of it.
Thank you so much, Sammy. Who is pumped up to tonight? Put your hands up. Yeah. Oh, bring it on. Thank you so much, Sammy. And let's go, team. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
Bye.